Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Across the Obelisk. If you're unfamiliar with the game, imagine Dungeons & Dragons, but as a card game, where a party of adventurers traverse dangerous realms in search of a lost princess. The game has recently had an exciting update with two new characters, an old turtle alchemist named Bernard, and a daring valkyrie called Sigrun. Along with that, we have a dangerous new land to explore, the Sahti Islands. Come join my friend Isiah and I as we explore the lands of the obelisk and everything that this new update has to offer. Okay, hear me out. To make sure that these two new characters shine, we go Wilbur. One, because Wilbur can apply a good amount of mana to both of them to make sure they shine, and Wilbur is also big on sparks.
And wet, which is
And
both pretty
wet,
good for both.
which is good for both of them. And then in the front, could just go Heiner, honestly. Never
Pretty
a bad
boring
choice.
character, but nonetheless, he does do a phenomenal job at applying block.
He would keep the rest of the party alive.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what we want.
I like it.
You like it? Okay, well the question is who's playing who? I really want to try Sigrun out. I'm really curious what can be done with her.
I'll go Heiner Bernard. I'm
You'll
not
go
opposed to
Heiner
that.
Bernard? Okay. Sigrun has two major paths, sparks and attacks, or songs with a bit of psychic damage. This time, I focus on a lot of cards that deal lightning damage and apply a lot of sparks. With Wilbur, Sigrun, and Bernard in the party, the enemy is getting a lot of wet and spark charges, meaning we can do some insane damage as they zap each other from each of the sparks triggering. And this strategy served well in the first act before we jumped into a turquoise portal to explore the new islands of the update. Here we are at the Sahti Islands. Oh my, where to even begin? There looks like a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, golly.
My eyes are just going around everywhere. I want to see every portion of it. So there is a rare event, which we might want to go to since it's rare. Down south, there's also a fortress that looks interesting.
I think we have to go to Monkey Island.
Where's Monkey Island?
That's the north.
The north?
North.
Oh,
if we just stick north to the gargantuan ship. The gargantuan ship doesn't go anywhere, right?
Whoa, you're right. What?
Doesn't go anywhere.
Ah, are you
If
thinking
there's
what I'm
any
thinking?
place to go, I think we have to go there. But of course, there's so many different routes.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Isiah,
we'd have to do so many different runs, but I think north.
Isiah, there's something else to consider.
What?
Where's the obelisk?
That is another phenomenal question.
Unless, wait a second. Wait a second. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? The last island. You see the little throne that's on there?
I do.
That's the obelisk sticking out of the water, isn't it?
I think it might be.
That's awesome. Okay, I love how they've done that. Because I just straight up thought that the obelisk wasn't here, but no, that has to be the top of the obelisk sticking up out of the water. The fact that it has a throne on it also makes me think Pirate King.
Do we stick straight north and go to Gargantuan Ship? Because the thing, of course, the Pirate King, and it being a straw hat, it's a reference. It's a reference to One Piece, Monkey D. Luffy. What if we go to the uncommon Monkey Island event? To North Current, Sunny Beach, a second uncommon event. Sculptured cave, crystal clear waters. Then we could go either restaurant, Lake Island, dangerous waters to cloudy waters, to Last Island.
So you're thinking to become the Pirate King, we need an event from Monkey Island?
I don't want to say it's what I think, but I don't want to say it's what I know. It's just if it's a reference to One Piece. If there's a way to get it, I think it's through Monkey Island.
I'm not as familiar with One Piece, but if this is what you're saying, I'll trust you.
All right. If I'm completely wrong, don't hold it against me, please.
I'm also holding it against you. If you're wrong, I'm holding it against you too.
No,
Okay.
Ryan, please.
Well, I guess the plan will have to be north, Monkey Island, go through all those events, and get to the last island.
Indeed.
And I assume that these are the fish people.
Look at the sword.
What? The archer fish is staring at me with those beady eyes. I don't like it. The swordfish, he kind of looks cool though. I actually like him. His little
like
shell shield is really cool. But the archer fish is like some weird mutated murloc. I hate that. Oh, yeah. Okay, he has to go as soon as possible. Well, here's a mana gem. Here's a rain. Here's a Song of Celerity. Okay, they all have thorns on them because of the rose garden, so that kind of sucks. But do I just go for more rain?
I don't see why not.
I think I have to, considering it helps both us, because you can turn into Bless, and it means they take more lightning damage, and let's have a little bit more. He's just dead to the poison, piece of cake. And this guy's going to apply even more wet to us, thank you very much. And the swordfish never even got a chance to take a turn. Well, that was a piece of cake. Monkey Island, here we come.
Monkey Island.
The Monkey Island. You arrived at a strange island marked by a large monkey head sculpted into the rock, forming a cavern. Inside, a ghostly monkey materializes before you and demands a blood sacrifice in exchange for great wisdom. The monkey laughs as the cavern entrance seals shut, proclaiming they will only reopen once blood has been spilled.
I think we have to go Bernard.
Bernard?
Is this how you treat an old friend?
I guess we gotta.
Yes.
I guess we gotta.
The monkey suddenly drops his facade when he realizes Bernard is here and begins to jump and cheer around him. Bernard speaks with the monkey and they share a laugh. Oh, I got a new boon.
You got a new boon. Clever.
Oh yeah, draw one card, dispel insane, gain 1 inspire.
That's pretty nice. A free boon.
The gates open and you are free to go. Before you leave, the monkey blesses his friend Bernard and wishes you all good luck on your quests.
Nicely done. I wonder what would have happened if we'd chosen to bleed ourselves instead.
Yeah, probably loss of max HP.
Loss of max HP, or I wonder if there's... Is there a new injury that goes along with it? I don't think so.
Nothing shows
Unless
up
it's
except
just,
maybe like open
or
wound.
Something. That's interesting. Okay. Well, we can continue. Oh. You've pulled the baptism.
1, 2.
Put as much rain on us as possible. And then turn that into Bless.
Blam. And...
Oh,
Blammo.
That's nice. That means plus 13 damage done. For both Sigrun and Wilbur, that is pretty big. Their lightning spells can do much more now. And then the enemy also has a ton of wet on them. So these guys are just dead. There is nothing they can do to change this.
Boom. Wow.
They are about to collapse. Give me anything, and they just die. I'm going to charge lunge. Just slaughters the front guy. Let's do a thunderbolt, see who this kills. Not quite, but close. Let's just scavenge up another charge lunge and see if this is enough to kill. Yep, okay. The
Oh!
parrot seller. Oh!
On the beach of a small island, you see an old man with a small flock of parrots. As you approach him, he says, "Ahoy, friends! As you can see, I am in good company, and you too can be if you buy one of these beauties from me. This has been a good year. I can sell you a young one for just 400 gold. Think about it. After all, no sailor worth his title sails without a trusty parrot companion."
I really love that. And this seems to be our chance to get one of the new pets. His name is Matey. Every turn he casts Peck. Or you can try to bargain for a corrupted one, which is pretty cool.
Our chances
Our
are
chances
very
are
low.
not good on that, unfortunately. I think just to unlock the new pets, we gotta pay for it.
Oh, 100%.
When it gets to the parrot seller's line, you have to say it in the parrot seller's accent. Because that was beautiful.
I will do my best to remember.
The parrot seller is hesitant at first to say goodbye to one of his parrots, but eventually offers you Matey. It is clear that this man loves his animals, and you feel great respect for that. However, you can't help but wonder why he breeds them to sell if it is so hard for him to say goodbye. You give him 400 gold, and as he hands you Matey, he says,
Take good care of my feathery friend. He's got a spirit like no other.
I love that. That's amazing, Isaac. Thank you. Thank you for blessing us today.
No problem. If you ever need me to roleplay a pirate again, just let me know.
I'll remember that for the next D&D campaign. A humid breeze carrying a blend of cinnamon and bitterness emanates from the cave. The cave is the largest you have seen in the area and seems to extend deeper than initially anticipated. Do you dare to enter this cave? Isaiah, where does this lead? Is this a new section of the map?
That is a phenomenal question. I don't know.
Sigrun and Bernard both have special stuff for this.
Mm-hmm.
We did Sigrun's last time, right? So I think we have to go Bernard's this time.
All right, let's go. Before Bernard can finish all the stories he wanted to share, you find yourself in a vast underwater cavern.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm a little scared, but whoa!
You know, Ryan? I think we messed up a little bit.
Something tells me we are not becoming a pirate king with this route. However, this is pretty cool.
This is very cool.
And this also looks like it might be where the gargantuan ship leads as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting to note. But where do we want to go here?
I kind of like the sound of huge bones, I'm not gonna lie.
Isaiah, you would like the sound of huge bones.
Shut up, Ryan.
But yeah, I think I agree with you as well. It sounds a little more interesting than just crates.
Well, I guess big shell and huge bones. For some reason, it's the big and huge that call my name.
Uh-huh. Go on.
Shut up, Ryan.
Well, unfortunately, to get to the huge bones, we do have to go through the narrow corridor.
Good thing I'm pretty good with narrow spaces.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Anyways, let's go.
The Rust King. In front of you lies a great treasure surrounding a throne on which the remnants of a high naval officer rest. Before you continue, you notice a huge eel carefully watching the skeleton on the throne. A ghostly presence floats beside the eel, contemplating the portrait of a distinguished pirate near the throne. That must be the legendary Rust King and his trusty pet, Pit the Eel. Together, they were the scourge of the seas long ago. They stand between you and the obelisk, seemingly unaware of your presence. You may have time to prepare a strategy. We could try to flank them, with not a good chance of success. We could rest, but we don't really need the heal. Just attack now? Without wasting a second, you charge at the Rust King and his pet, Pit the Eel.
I like how it has a name.
Yeah, I like that his name is also just Pit.
Oh.
That is a big
hello
eel.
there.
Okay. You know, when they said Pit the Eel, I imagined a smaller sized eel. I thought this guy would be called, like, Gargaloth the Destroyer or something, not just Pit. He has a little bit of health. And what does this guy do? Essence Drain? He's gonna heal himself? Oh my goodness gracious, do you see what it does?
Yeah.
Deals X. X equals target's HP times 1/2. That's gonna do 84 damage to you. Well, not your max HP. I guess it's just gonna do 80. Which, you know, mildly better, I guess.
It's a good thing we don't have Yager.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna enchant all heroes. King's Present. Increase the cost of all cards in your hand by 1 until discarded?
Luckily, it's only for the turn.
Oh, still, that's evil. Oh. I don't think there's ever been a monster that does something quite like that. Is going to increase the cost of our cards. That's just mean. And the eel that we know of doesn't have anything too interesting. Gonna apply some rust to Heiner probably, but okay. Well, here we go. Okay, Rust King. Let's see it. Wait. What?
It's front monster.
Essence Drain is not front hero, which is what my brain just automatically thought. It's front monster. He drained Pit.
Oh my god.
Okay, I would have known that if I'd actually read it correctly. But I feel like that was kind of awesome because that's not what I expected at all. God, and now my hand costs so much energy. This curse really sucks. I still mana gem because it still is just net energy. And I think I Storm Channeler just because it's good. Can I unstable power if it's... No, I already have 5 powerful too, and my max is 8. Let's just charge lunge rather. And I think chain lightning him? Yeah, that's a ton of damage. And then we'll end that turn. He is almost dead. Despite him healing off of Pit, he is still almost dead. Oh, my hand costing more sucks. Scroll of Intellect. This is really interesting because he kind of counters really low cost decks. Because Scroll of Intellect is no longer just free.
Would you want to send that over to Bernard?
Yeah, I'll give Bernard the energy. I will still mana surge, I think. We're gonna need it if all our things cost more. And then Thunderbolt him? Hit Pit. Not perfect, but we'll take it. What's Pit do this turn? Just whack us. Not that bad. Ugh, annoying, but... Oh!
Huh.
And then the King Sparks will trigger and kill them both. That'll work fine. Bernard, I'm sorry. You don't get a turn. Oh, I'm curious what the reward from this is. A beer mug? Okay, of course. A pirate hat? That's cool. Rusty Hook. Every turn, apply poison and rust to a random monster. That's cool. Jolly Roger. When you play a melee attack, a random hero gains Inspire. And I assume the gain 2 Furies to yourself, by the way it's worded?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh! Look at the corrupted version of Jolly Roger. All heroes gain 3 Fury to Inspire. That's interesting. So going after this boss would be really good for any Fury-based characters based on these items.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's
Hell,
a lot of Fury,
Fury
potentially.
or just Yager for Pirate Hat. You're
Yeah.
literally that's every turn.
Every turn gain a bit more vitality. Why not? Through the Sahti Obelisk. And the question is, where do we want to go next? Get in the comments. Tell us where we should go next, which portal to go through. I think there's a few options that make a lot of sense. I think for our build, are there any items that we'd be particularly after? Nothing's coming to mind immediately. There's potentially some poison things.
Poison.
Yeah, through green.
Green for poison, red for the lightning if we go north.
Maybe? I think there's also some lightning things potentially through green as well. Do the harpies give... there is a world in which we could even corrupt Stormy, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's certainly an argument for green. There's an argument for red because there are a few things up on that northern path that affect storms. And red would just be pretty easy because we are all water-based. So I think there's some arguments for either of those. And I'm sure there could be arguments for blue or yellow too. So I think we leave it to the comments. And we come back next video if people like this, and we continue. See where Sigrun and Bernard end up.
I like it, I like it, I like it a lot.
Alrighty, in that case, we'll continue this next time. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe. Tell us in the comments where to go. We'll see you next time.
See ya.